everyone, this is Kellen from Electric Wheelchairs USA. In this video, we're going to do the unboxing of the Falcon. Now, the Falcon is a really popular folding power wheelchair. Can support 400 pounds of weight. It weighs about 50 pounds. It's got about 11-mile battery range, and it's made by a company called Discover Your Mobility. They've actually been around for about 30 years, which is pretty incredible. So they have a lot of longevity. So we're just going to unbox this and show you what to expect. Oh, and one other thing is it does have a reclining backrest, which is pretty unique for a folding electric wheelchair. So I'm going to cut off the strap on the top. And because it's folding, a lot of these folding units, and this is my first time unboxing this, but a lot of these folding units are already put together, so there's really not much assembly, but we just want to show you what to expect when you receive this. So we got some protective bubble wrap here, and then I can pull it out, but I think the best thing to do is probably to set it on its side and pull it out that way. All right. So we've got a memory foam cushion. So we've got a little bubble wrap around the foot plate. And then we have some wrapping around the wheels. So let's cut this off. Now to unfold, I'm just gonna move this foot plate out, grab this this backrest and just unfold it like that. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Looks like we've got some wrapping here on the sides to protect where the logo is. All right. So this would be on the seat back. We're almost completely unpackaged here. Now, before I put this on, I'll show you. I think this is pretty cool. You can adjust the support, so the firmness of the seat. So if you want to make it looser or more firm, you can do that. And then you can do it on the backrest as well. So you can make that as loose or firm as you want, which I have not seen that before. So with the backrest, looks like this is probably going to go here. Put the seat cushion down. Now we do have the storage in here, which I'm assuming this is probably where the joystick will be and the charger. Yes, so we've got the manual, we've got some tools in here. Looks like this is probably a way to charge the batteries off the unit. And here's the joystick. And there's another box here. So I think we've got everything. Now, let's see what's in this box. Okay, cool. So that's the charger. So let's put the joystick on. We'll get this fully set up here. Now this, the only thing that's different, this is the old joystick. So they do have a digital joystick, which is on a lot of the models. And we're going to show that in another video. I also know that this chair comes with a remote control. So it's like an attendant remote. But since this is the older version, you're not going to have that on this one. But the frame is exactly the same. The only thing that's different is the joystick and then the attendant remote. All right, so on the joystick, and again, this is the older joystick. So these have been discontinued, but you can still get this if you wanted this for some reason. Now, to turn it on, you press this button in the top right corner. You turn it off with this button in the bottom right corner. So I'll turn it back on. You got your speed control. You got a horn. Another thing with the joystick, I'll turn it off here. So you can adjust using this knob. So if you wanted to move it out a little bit or bring it in, depending on your arm length. And then when you're removing it, when you're traveling, you can disconnect the joystick here. Take this with you so it doesn't get damaged, like if you're gonna fly with this, because this is airline approved. So typically when it's airline approved, most of the airlines are gonna require you to remove the batteries. I recommend removing the joystick as well. If you have that as an option, you do on this. So I'll show you how to remove the batteries. They're actually in this post here. So there's a little button right here. It's kind of hard to see. What if I press that? It will release it and I can pull it out. So they're long batteries. They're easy to access. You don't have to bend down low. Now on these batteries, you can check the battery life by just pressing it. So you can check it that way. You can charge the batteries off of the chair if you wanted to. You can only charge one at a time unless you had a second charger. Or you can charge it directly on the joystick if it's plugged in. So this is the charging port. Now you will notice that they are actually different. The port's different. So I'll show you that with the charger. So this goes right into the joystick if you're going to charge this. And you have both of the batteries in, it'll charge both of the batteries at the same time. Now, if you wanted to leave the chair inside your car, for example, and you wanted to just bring the batteries inside your home, you can do that. This is an adapter that you would hook up to the charger. So you'd plug this in like that, and then this will connect on the battery here. So you can charge that way. So I'll put this back in. Just to recap, if you are flying, because I know people ask this question a lot. If you're flying, you have to remove the batteries. They're going to require you to do that. It's always best to contact the airline first. So you would remove both of these. I would recommend removing the joystick as well, and this is what you'd have to bring on with you. And then as far as folding it, you can fold up the footrest, and then on the back, there's a little clip here. I just press this, it'll release it, and then it just folds right up. So really easy to fold. It folds in just a few seconds. So just want to let you know, when you purchase a product that is from the Discover Your Mobility brand, you get a lot of free stuff. I'm going to go over what you get. So you get an umbrella, which you can clamp to the product, give you some shade. You get touch-up paint in case you scratch it. You get an arm bag holder that goes in the armrest. You get a cup holder. Now this is a cup holder that you would use for a mobility scooter. This is the one you would use for an electric wheelchair. You also get a cane holder. You get a safety flag. You get an oxygen tank holder. You get a car charger, so you can charge the unit in your car. You get an LED horn flash, so it's a horn and a flashlight, and you get a cover. So all of this comes for free with any Discover Your Mobility product. So back to the video. You've got a stand here. This is how you stand it up on its side. So if you wanted to store it upright, you can do that easily. And then as far as unfolding it, just pull the seat back like that and set it down. So I'll put the foot plate down. There's also a little storage area here, which I showed you earlier. So you got a little bit of storage. It's the only storage you have on this unit. Would you like a free mobility scooter? We're actually giving one away. All you need to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel and then also comment on any video. And once you've done those two things, you'll be entered into the drawing for our next scooter giveaway. We are doing this monthly, and we will announce the winner on social media. So what do you have to lose? You actually don't see that many units on the market that have batteries like this. And there are some people that prefer that. Joystick's very easy to move to the left side if you needed to. So you just put it around back and you can take this cap off and put it in there. So that's very easy to do if you're left-handed. There we go. All right, now I got it turned on. A few other things. Now on the back, I don't think I showed this. This is one of the few electric wheelchairs that has a reclining back. So you can press this lever and you can recline it back slightly. You can also get an optional headrest for this. So if you're reclining it, it's probably a good idea to get the headrest as well. You'll notice too, when you recline it, the armrests actually stay level. Well, they do actually come back a little bit, but they don't come back like this does, so they kind of stay upright. Another feature I'll show you is flipping the armrest up. So you just pull this little lever up, and then this is good for easy transfers in and out of the seat.
I just wanted to interrupt real quick. We do have a catalog of all of our top sellers. It's not all of our products, but a lot of our top selling products. And if you'd like a copy of this, all you need to do is call us, provide your information, and it takes about 10 days to get to you. Or alternatively, you can just go to the top of our website, click on free catalog, fill out your information, and we'll get it submitted. Now back to the video.
Now the unfolded dimensions on this chair, it's 34 inches in length, 24 inches in width, and 36 inches in height. When you have it folded, which I showed you earlier, it's 23 inches by 13 by 31. Now the seat is 19 inches in width and it's 17 inches in depth. Now the cool thing is you can get armrest extenders. It's another optional add-on. So if you needed more width, because it supports 400 pounds of weight, some people need a wider area to seat. So it doesn't make the seat bigger, but it extends the armrests out. So it's about 1.5 inches on both sides. So you put the extenders in here and here, and make the armrest come out. So you do have that. You can also get elevating leg rests, which is another option you can add on to this. I believe when you get the elevating leg rest, you're not going to have the foot plate, but you do have that as another option. So I'll show you one other thing. When I sit in the chair, I like to show this just to demonstrate to people, because I am pretty tall. I'm 6'4". I like to show like what I look like sitting in this. I feel like I'm probably kind of tall for it, if I were to be honest. My knees, I feel like, sit up high. But to me personally, this is comfortable. Some people might not like this. The support also, I noticed this too, the support on these armrests is very strong. So a lot of people put their weight on this to get out. I mean, I can put all my weight on it like that, and it can support me. So that's not a concern when you use your weight to get out of the seat. I also like that it kind of has a soft start to it. So it's not a jerky chair. It starts off pretty smooth, but it's the solid chair. It's one of the few chairs on the market that has a 400-pound weight capacity. And in fact, Discover Your Mobility has multiple chairs that have a high weight capacity. And at the time of this video, they're the only brand that I'm aware of that's a folding electric wheelchair that can support that much weight. The tires are also flat free tires. So they're not air filled, nothing to worry about there. And I'll show you one other thing, I guess, on the back as far as freewheel. I think this is important. Some people don't know about this. You got some spring absorption here. Some people call these DuraShocks. Right now this is in drive mode, so you can't push this. So if you ran out of battery life, you needed to push this chair. So even though I put it in freewheel mode, I could not push it. So if I turn off the unit, now I can push it like a manual wheelchair. Or you could even use this as, if you wanted to just stretch your legs, you can use it as a walker, and you could walk it like that. All in all, pretty solid. This is actually my first time seeing the chair and really like it. If you have any questions about the Falcon, give us a call. Our phone number is 1-800-682-9444, or visit us at electricwheelchairsusa.com. Have a great day.